All right, I got the new starter and put it on the mower, and it doesn't slip like this one's slipping, but this one doesn't turn like the original one doesn't. It's the compression stroke and doesn't turn. So I thought, well, maybe it's the compression release or something. But then I took my multimeter and I measured the current on the voltage on the battery, and when it engages the starter, it drops down to 5.8 volts from 12 volts. So I think this battery is bad. It's about 2 or 3 years old. It's probably like 3 or 4 years old actually. So it's time for me to go get a new battery and then see if that fixes it. Hopefully it will. And that's why after I was driving it and using it for a while, it would seem to start okay. But you know, then it wouldn't start probably because of that voltage. But I think that starter slipping like it was sometimes was definitely a bad starter, and the top on it turns really easy, and on this one it turns like hard when you just turn it. So I think that starter's definitely bad, but we're going to replace this battery and see if that fixes it. All right, I got the new battery in, so now we're going to try to start it up and see if the starter hangs or does anything at all. No, it's starting just like it's supposed to. So I had a bad battery. I actually got that one 4 years ago. So, yep, it was definitely time. Because I always get the cheap $30 ones at Rural King. So, you know. Was that other starter bad? I don't know. It might have spun okay if it had a full battery behind it. It might have just been... I don't know. I'll just keep it. I'll keep the original one. Because I ever need another one, I can try those too. But for now, it's back together with this new one. We're just going to leave it at that. I mean, I could take that off and try to return it, but it was 30 bucks. I'm not going to worry about it. So now I have a working ride mower, which I use this a lot when I'm like working out in the garden or back here in the shed and I need to ride up to the house or ride out to the garage. I just hop on the mower and take it out there. So it does do a lot of turning it off and starting again. It does a lot of that. So, but that battery, the old one was putting out 12.3 volts, and when it engaged the starter, it was dropping down to like 5. So it just didn't have enough umption, enough amperage to run it. So now we're good. All right, I just thought I'd do this quick update for y'all. It's Tom, your Frugal Prepper.